Hello, it's Michelle at thedaretobeyou.com. Today I'm sharing with you my interview with Paige Elenson from the Africa Yoga Project. Her interview takes place down at Bala Vinyasa Yoga in Naples, Florida, and she's sitting out on the lawn by the studio. Please check her out and also check out Bala Vinyasa Yoga. Now here's the video interview. I hope you like it.
Hey there, my name is Paige Elenson and I am the founder and director of Africa Yoga Project, and I'm also a Baptiste Power Yoga instructor. I started studying yoga in 2001 with Baron Baptiste. It makes it over 10 years that I've been studying and teaching with Baron, and the practice has changed my own life. It's inspired me to do good for others. It's inspired me to take my practice really global. I, in 2006, went to Kenya and met some young Kenyan guys that wanted to learn yoga, and that was a seed that was planted that's developed into over 200 free classes a week there, in jails, in orphanages, on the street, in a garden, anywhere where we can find a place and people to practice yoga, we share it. We have 42 trained teachers that are working full-time for us.
What was the point, or what event spoke to you where you decided that this is what you wanted to do, or what you needed to do?
So I was in Kenya in 2007. I was volunteering teaching yoga, very much like our ambassadors do. I was taking 2 months out of my life to share my practice and train teachers. At the same time that I was there, Kenya had a political violence. The elections were happening and people were fighting about the results of the elections, and it was really scary. I had never experienced anything like that in my life, where people by the thousands, by the tens of thousands, by the hundreds of thousands were having to leave their homes and go into these set up internally displaced people camps. In yoga, a lot of times if you're in a really hard pose like Warrior One, the teacher will say, move out of your comfort zone. Just stay in the pose, even when it gets uncomfortable. Stay and breathe. And all of those lessons, those little yoga-isms that I've been hearing for 10 years, started happening in my body during a real war. And I decided to stay. And within staying, I saw that I could be incredibly effective bringing yoga, bringing coming together about things that are more physical than our religion or our tribe. And it worked, and people loved it. So that was the event that really took me from dabbling into full-on commitment and full-on, this is my life, this is what I want to be doing, this is where I'm going, and I'm unstoppable in doing it.
What is, if there was maybe 3 words that you could use to really say what you feel comes to you and through you to others through this program?
I would say passion and adventure, and I don't know if this is a real word, but unstoppability.
I like it. Unstoppability. Can you define unstoppability?
Yeah, I think that once you are up to something big, once you find your passion, whether it's a challenge that comes or a reward that comes, each event creates more of you being unstoppable. So every challenge I face now, it's not a challenge that could get in the way and cause me to quit. It's a challenge that invites me to have self-inquiry, to think, how can I be doing this better? How can I get the results that I'm looking for? The vision I want to see manifest in an easier way. So each reward is an acknowledgement, wow, I'm on the right path. And each challenge is like, wow, I need to do things better. But once you find that drive and that passion, and you trust it, you're unstoppable. Literally, nothing, no challenge is going to get in, it can get in my way that I'm going to change course. I'm committed. It's, I would say parents are the ultimate example of being unstoppable. I mean, I've seen parents whose kids are in jail. They rob from their own parents. They can even kill people. And the parents are unstoppable in their love and commitment to that child. And it's the same thing when we have a dream. We can develop that same sort of commitment and passion.
What would you say are the ingredients to living a life of incredible accomplishments?
I would say taking risks. So the ingredient, it is kind of like making a soup and constantly adding more salt or taking away something, adding and taking away. I would say having commitment, taking a risk, and always seeing the possibility of how much bigger your dream can get. Sometimes we take on something that seems impossible at first, and then we achieve it. And there's a sense of resignment at the end, because you only live in the accomplishment for so long before you're like, oh, well, what's next? If I've done everything, that's not that exciting. So when you're living in a sense of possibility, you've never really arrived. I mean, I've got an incredible acknowledgement that I've never thought possible. I mean, Michelle's interviewing me right now, and you guys are listening like I have something to say. That's an accomplishment for me, coming from a place where I thought no one heard me. I do what I do also because I care, and I think caring is another key ingredient. When I have the fortune to be able to partner with an organization like Shining Hope for Communities and realize that 1 out of 5 girls in Kibera gets to go to school. Can I change that? I don't know. Right now I'm not building schools. I'm not sending school fees to girls. But I can create more aware, healthier, empowered parents. I can create a voice, a space for girls to have a voice, and I care about that. When I have the opportunity to partner with Emmanuel Jal, who's working towards getting schools built and libraries built in Sudan, and he himself was a child soldier, and I see that yoga is serving as a tool for coming together, I care about that. I don't think it's fair that kids are child soldiers. I don't think it's fair that kids don't get to go to school, and I care, and I think yoga is a way to make a difference.
Can you speak a little bit about the difference between being a martyr and being an empowered person for change, or empowered example for change?
Sure. So I want to speak a little bit about this concept of lose to win, which is an amazing, incredible campaign that I'm starting in November with Emmanuel Jal, and it's his vision, it's his baby, and I'm right on that boat. So lose to win is all about looking at yourself and realizing, what can I give up in order to create what I want for this world, for myself, for others. What that might look like for me 5 years ago is maybe I give up Starbucks in the morning. And I take that $5 that I was going to spend on Starbucks, I spend $1 on making coffee at home, and I donate $4 to the campaign. And I lose because I'm losing my coffee every morning, but I'm getting to see something great happen, and I'm participating in that change. I think that with every great accomplishment comes a choice to give up something. And this choice is not being a martyr. I'm not every day saying, oh, I really gave up that Starbucks, and I love that Starbucks, and like living into that story of what I sacrificed. But it's a choice. I'm giving up this because this is what I want to create. Emmanuel Jal personifies this. He, for 662 days, gave up breakfast and lunch so he could spend that money on creating his vision in Sudan. What we're up to next year in November, Emmanuel is going to be not going home. He's going to be a modern day nomad. He's giving up that feeling of can't wait to get home, going to go sleep in my bed. And I know I love that feeling. I'm going to give up slavery, animal slavery especially. I'm going to not eat any foods that have animal products in them. I'm going completely vegan, which for me is definitely a choice. And I can see it as a sacrifice sometimes. But I want to choose that because I'm up to something bigger, and I'm up to inspiring choice. So that's what Lose to Win is already about for me, and I really want to invite everyone to think about what in my life, whether it's something that has tangible financial value, or whether it's an action. What can you give up in order to create something that fulfills you, that you're proud of, that is an accomplishment? Because when we look back on our lives, we want a life full of accomplishments, not full of Starbucks coffee. I'm really proud to say that I'm able to choose something that's better for myself. I love Starbucks, no offense. I love it. But I want to make empowered choices.
What would you say is the most, if you could think of one like situation or a story or something along those lines that was the most like pulled your heartstrings, really said to you, oh my gosh, this is why I do this?
The incredible opportunities that we have at Africa Yoga Project is being able to be involved in a lot of people's lives. We see over 4,000 students per week. A few weeks ago, I was visiting one of our classes in Kibera, which is a big slum in Kenya, and we were teaching yoga. And I love teaching yoga. I love the kids and the way they light up when they're given the opportunity to play, to be together, and to express themselves. But as we were at the home where we were teaching, the mother of the home came in with a little baby that she had just found in a garbage dump. And it was a really, really sick baby. And I was there. I was able to witness, bear witness to the situation. And I felt incredibly empowered that I could do something about it. Why our work is so important is because I sit there teaching yoga and I get to witness other things that are happening that I have the ability to contribute to. So in that particular situation, I feel so blessed. My good friends Kennedy Odide and Jessica Posner run a clinic in Kibera. How lucky am I that I get to say, oh, there's a sick baby that was just found in a garbage dump. Let me bring it to my friend's clinic. And partnering with these incredible organizations where I don't have to do everything, no one does, but we find networks where we can support each other. That baby was treated for under $1 at their clinic. Full medicine, full checkup, is now adopted by the mother that found it. And I feel that I was part of that child being able to find a place in the world. And that child's going to grow up in a yoga community. It's going to grow up in partnership, in network with resources that are able to empower it to be a really amazing adult. And I think that's why we do the work that we do.
If it was the last day of your life, what would you want to leave to people for tomorrow?
I want to leave you with the opportunity that you have today to be generous. And what generosity means to me is helping people. If you can take today and at the end of every interaction that you have, especially with the people that you've known for your whole life, especially with the people that you just met, and at the end of your conversation ask what you can help them with, you will create an opening and no one will forget you. I am so happy to be sharing with you today. This section is called Dare to Be You, and I dare you all to be yourselves today, to exceed yourselves, be yourselves, and be inspired. If you are inspired by what we're doing, what I'm up to, please get in touch with me. You can email us at info@africayogaproject.org. You can also find us on Facebook at Africa Yoga Project. And I encourage you to be generous. Be generous with your time, with your offering, with your money. We will happily partner with you in creating opportunities and possibilities in Kenya. And we invite you also to come to Kenya. Come on our Save Us Safari. You can find more about it on our website or on Facebook. And I look forward to meeting you soon.
Paige really touches my heart and lights me up. She means a lot to me and she means a lot to this world. So thank you, Paige, for everything that you do, everything that you are, and keep shining, girl. Thank you for watching. This is Michelle at thedaretobeyou.com. Please visit my website. You can find me on Facebook and also subscribe to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day.